And then, I'm sorry, when they go to like announce just unplug this and plug it back in. Look out of it.
Are we getting feedback from our producer from afar?
Yes, we are.
I'm sorry?
He said he's only hearing iPad audio.
I'm sorry?
He said he's only hearing iPad audio.
What did he tell you to do?
He just said that.
What about that thing going into the iPad?
Yeah, that's what he said. He said to unplug it, plug it back in. We did that. Yeah, he said he was only hearing the audio.
Well, we're muted right now. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can hear me? Okay, good. All right. Okay. So like I was saying, I think this might be my third or fourth time seeing these guys. I saw them play against.
Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, I saw them play against McKeesport. I saw them play against Elver Gallatin. I saw them play against Bell Vernon. I guess I saw 2 of their 3 losses. Who else they lose to? Char Valley. Definitely didn't see that one. What's he saying? She said she could. You were able to hear us? She's listening to it on MVI Live and she could hear us. You can't now, though, right? You cannot now. We're muted now. Unmute us. She said she's hearing us. She has an ear plugged in.
That's what I told him. Check, 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 check.
Check, 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 check. Alyssa, you good? Can you hear us? Alyssa doesn't seem like she can hear us, but she's not paying any attention to it.
All right, we're good.
She can hear us.
We're good.
Okay. All right. Let's give it a couple seconds, and then we'll start it out at 2 minutes.
All right. I probably had it muted when he was checking. Okay. Yeah. Try to stay as still as we can. Ready? And welcome in to game number 2 of our doubleheader here tonight, Naz. Welcome into MVI Live for a Section 1 5A showdown between the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars and the host Laurel Highlands Mustangs. I am Mon Valley Independent Assistant Sports Editor Jose Negron, joined by my broadcast colleague Naz Victoria. Naz,
good evening.
We got a good one here, a rematch of last year's WPIL Class 5A semifinal.
I think it's a great one here.
Yes.
You have a Thomas Jefferson team that is coming in with a 9-1 impressive record.
8 wins in a row for the Jaguars.
You have Laurel Highlands that has bounced back from a couple of losses and coming in at 3-3. I think that it's just a matter of time before Laurel Highlands gets going. This is going to be a really big game for both teams to see where they're at right here.
And you look at Laurel Highlands' 3 losses. Those are all non-section losses against tough competition. You got McKeesport, you got Bell Vernon, and you got Chartiers Valley. 3 teams that, in their own rights and in their own classifications and sections, they're the cream of the crop, really.
Well, some people have Bell Vernon ranked number 1 down in 4A, and we know that McKeesport is playing well up in 5A. In a different section, and Chartiers Valley, they're not doing too bad themselves.
Absolutely. We will take a break here to sing the national anthem and hear the starting lineups.
Before we meet the starting
All right, and there you have it, the starting lineups for tonight's matchup, and a beautiful rendition of the national anthem as well. As we get ready for this one, and as we mentioned, Thomas Jefferson comes in winning 8 straight games. This is the first section game that Laurel Highlands has played since January 15th. They have section victories over Albert Gallatin and West Mifflin. And we also mentioned that LH did defeat TJ in last year's Whitfield semifinal by a 44-42 score. We were both there at Woodland Hills last year, so we saw it, but as TJ wins the opening tip, I'm sure the Jaguars have that in the back of their minds a little bit, wanting to get some revenge here tonight.
Noticeably missing from the lineup is Khalib Palumbo for Laurel Highlands.
As TJ strikes first on a 3-pointer by Jake Pugh. And now Rodney Gallagher, the standout sophomore sensation, leading the way for the Mustangs, and there's a bucket by Braden Davis, who I know he was a key contributor in that victory against Bell Vernon, or in that loss against Bell Vernon.
Yes, he could play. He's a transfer from First Love Academy, a school out in Washington, PA.
As Ian Hansen draws a foul here, and Hansen will be able to go to the free throw line. First minute of this one, and TJ trying to make a statement here in this first minute and try to extend this lead more than it already is. Hansen makes the first. Ian Hansen, a big part of Thomas Jefferson's success on the football field this year, a 2-time state champion. As he hits both from the free throw line, and a couple of football players on this TJ basketball team. Among their starters, 4 of them are on the football team.
Yes, and Jake Pugh's their leader on the basketball court as well as
Absolutely.
on the football court.
Free ball there by Davis, no good. Rebounded by Keandre DeShields, and a nice
Good hustle.
play there by Terrence Thomas Brown to get after the loose ball. So yeah, Coach Don DeSico has said that Jake Pugh is the quarterback on the football field. He's also the quarterback on the basketball court as well. So Rodney Gallagher for 3, no good.
Oh,
nice
my.
putback there by Keandre DeShields. And TJ's lead cut down to 4 once again. Now TJ looking to respond. In the hands of Ethan Dunsey, gets it back to Jake Pugh. A big player on this team has the ball right now. Number 10, Aiden Kelly, a nice pass there. Preston Sayadire can't finish though, and now in transition go the Mustangs. Davis there, and he draws the foul. And the bucket is good. So Davis gonna go to the line with a chance to complete the 3-point play. Nice job in transition there by the Mustangs, getting the ball up court really, really quick and being able to turn it into points here. And a 3-point play is completed by Davis. Now 5 points here in the first 2 minutes, and Laurel Highlands has a 7-5 lead.
Yes, Laurel Highlands, if they could, there goes another one.
There's
nice.
a turnover and another foul.
And that's the second on Kelly.
Aiden Kelly, who's one of TJ's leading scorers, averaging 10 points per game, 5 rebounds, shooting 43% from the field. He has 2 early fouls here in the first 2 minutes. First one by Rod Gallagher is good.
So before the steal, I was getting ready to say, if Laurel Highlands gets out and starts running like that, they could be very hard to deal with.
They have a ton of athletes on this LH team. We've seen what Keandre DeShields can do playing in our Mon Valley Independent Summer Basketball League, as Gallagher goes 2 for 2 from the line to make it 9-5 LH. And this LH team's gonna pressure you defensively, and they can turn their defense into offense rather quickly. Inside to Ian Hansen. Evan Berger's in now for Aiden Kelly. Berger, the star freshman, gets into the corner to Hansen. Hansen being guarded heavily by Nick Egnott. Hansen tries to get it inside. A nice jumper, good.
Nice little move by Hansen.
Ian Hansen averaging just over 9 points per game. this season, and he's really been reliable from the free throw line, 78% from the charity stripe. A nice block there by Ethan Dunsey.
Didn't like the shimmy, though.
You've seen that a couple times,
yes,
right?
Yes, Ethan played for me for 4 years in the summertime.
As LH inbounds, looking to extend on a 9-7 lead. We're just reaching the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. 3 attempt there by DeShields, no good, but Davis able to get the offensive rebound as it corralled all the way to him at the three-point line. DeShields, no good, but he gets his own rebound, and then he gets another rebound and then draws the foul. DeShields 2 rebounds on his own miss, and Dom DeSico not liking that as he wants to see a better defensive rebounding effort by the boys in yellow. First one from DeShields is good.
DeShields was padding his stats there, I think, huh?
If you're TJ, do you consider taking a timeout here shortly? If this gets maybe a little more out of hand, or I mean, it's a 3-point lead. It's not like it's too bad, but you take one to regroup. Pugh inside to Dunsey. Dunsey looking for something. He gets a nice floater there. TJ not letting LH pull away. Dunsey hits one. Defensive board by Dunsey. TJ goes the other way. Jake Pugh. Ball gets it into Ian Hansen's hands. A nice pass inside to Jake Mayer, who gets it to Dunsey. Dunsey for 2, no good. Dunsey his own rebound. That one's good.
When Dunsey stays in there under the hoop, he could be hard to deal with. He's a big boy. It's about 6'5", 230.
There's a turnover for LH as Evan Berger gets the steal. Would you say Ethan's improved over the last couple years? Jake Mayer tries to convert but can't.
Yes, I would, especially for this TJ team.
Ronnie Gallagher, jumper no good. And TJ, a nice rebound there by Ian Hansen, saved it from going out of bounds. That might have went back to LH had he not grabbed it from going out. Now Hansen, reverse, no good. DeShields the other way. He gets it quick into the hands of Gallagher. He gives it back
pass
to DeShields, and DeShields is denied.
He needs to just go up with that strong and try to go for the and one instead of.
Evan Berger gets it to Mayer inside. And it is 13-10 in favor of Thomas Jefferson in the early going as Jake Mayer gets his first bucket of the night. Transfer from Ringgold. 3 ball there, no good. Mayer was able to deflect it right to Dunsey, and now here's TJ. They're gonna slow it down a little bit. I feel like TJ's a little bit better when they're able to slow the game down and play at their own pace.
I agree 100%.
Dunsey a jumper inside, no good. Mayer an offensive board, he can't convert. Mayer wanted a foul call there, didn't get it. Now LH the other way. Davis inside, nice feed to DeShields, but that's batted away. Now a battle for the ball inside. Instead, DeShields able to get it up. And not a rebound, another rebound, no good. DeShields another rebound, and a foul called. There's a lot of rebounds there.
A lot of rebounds.
I don't know if I called them all, but DeAndre DeShields will go to the free throw line. Chance to cut this.
That's first on Berger there. He makes first.
Evan Berger, we mentioned him being a star freshman, coming off the bench for TJ a lot this year, averaging 9.3 points per game, 43% from the field, 33% from three-point range.
He had a couple big games.
He impressed you guys. He kind of came out of nowhere in that first game against Bell Vernon and got everybody's attention.
Yes, he did.
Coach Dom DeSico knew he was coming up, but he didn't want to tell anybody. Best kept secret was Evan Berger so far, as Sean McSwiggan's now in the game for TJ. Deep 3 for Pugh, no good. Rebounded there by McSwiggan. He battles there with Mayer for the rebound, and Mayer is able to put back.
A lot of young talent on this court.
Yes, there is. And as Davis tries to go, and they call foul on that one.
Called on Mayer.
DeSico didn't like that call as Davis will go back to the free throw line.
I wonder if it's just us that when we come to a game, teams foul so much.
Maybe. But you're right into the book, so you're making sure we know the foul situation. 5-1 right now. As TJ was only first on Mayer, so no reason to panic at this point. But Aiden Kelly is on the bench with 2, so that's a player that you do need on the court. It's a 15-13 lead now for TJ as Brandon Davis goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Now Hansen, nice pressure there. And TJ is going to call a timeout as Hansen was pressured there by Rodney Gallagher and Brandon Davis. And a nice timeout there by Don DeSico with 1:32 on the clock. TJ leading 15-13. And Naz, what are your impressions so far here in this one?
I think Laurel Highlands needs to keep doing this pressure double teaming. They have the athletes that they could do it. If they could trap out in the corners and swing their defense around, they can make it a long night on teams. If they don't get all 5 guys hustling and playing together, then it might be a problem for them. McSwiggan was underneath by himself if the boy out of the half court could have saw him.
TJ does have, I guess you could call it a slight size advantage when guys like Ethan Dunsey and Sean McSwiggan, Jake Mayer are on the court. Of course, Mayer, a big addition to this TJ team, adds another big body that can come off the bench.
He impressed me last year at Ringgold.
There's a nice try by LH to get the interception, but Berger was able to hold on to it. McSwiggan got to Dunsey, but he can't convert a defensive board by Gallagher, and it's going to go back to TJ. Turnover for Laurel Highlands, and the Mustangs are amping up the defensive pressure a little bit more. Pugh gets into the hands of Hansen.
At times I wonder if Rodney feels that he needs to live up to the performance he put last year out here.
Hansen 3, no good. I mean, he does live up to the hype. This kid's an incredible ball player, incredible playmaker. As you just see an assist on that bucket by Keandre DeShields. We've seen Rodney Gallagher play enough where we know that he's legit.
Yes, sir. DeShields knocks down that free throw.
So he completes the 3-point play.
Who was the foul on? Number 8.
16-15 lead now for Laurel Highlands. 2 ball by McSwiggan is good. Now 17-16 in favor of TJ. Sean McSwiggan, who Tim Tyree refers to as McSwagger. Jumper there by Gallagher is good. I think you just awakened the beast there, Nad.
Good.
Rod, we know when he starts hitting shots, he doesn't miss many. Pugh now deep 3.
That hit the netting. Wow.
So 2.3 seconds now on the clock. LH an 18-17 lead, a chance maybe to inbound here and get a desperation heave. Let it bounce. Gallagher going to take it from beyond midcourt.
And he hit the roof.
He hits the divider here, and maybe they should push that up a little bit more. At the end of 1 quarter of play here at Laurel Highlands High School, it is Laurel Highlands 18, Thomas Jefferson 17. And we will take this moment to thank a few of our sponsors, starting with Elite Physical Therapy. Although insurance does not always cover wellness and preventative care, Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness offers very affordable wellness programs and packages to improve your body's overall wellness and performance. Our programs are top-notch in improving overall health and wellness and athletic performances for all ages. Go see Valley native Dr. Emilio Gallus and his staff for all of your physical therapy and sports injury treatment needs. Visit them on the web at www.eliteptw.com or arrange a consultation at 638 Rostraver Road in Bell Vernon. Our next break, we'll thank a couple of our other sponsors, a couple that have come on board. We appreciate their support of not just MVI Live and kind of this venture that we've started, really started this summer, but also of our Valley Sports Guys podcast and, everything that we've been able to kind of build with the Mon Valley Independent. So we appreciate the support of our local businesses in the area. Hanson, a short jumper, no good, and Jaden Pratt with the defensive board. Now here come the Mustangs the other way. Gallagher inside, a floater, good.
Too easy there. He makes it look so easy, though.
Yeah, I don't think that's an easy shot, but he does make it. There's a foul called on Terrence Thomas Brown. When I look at Rodney play, I kind of look at it as like when you were a kid and you had like a Nerf hoop and you just like dropped it in the basket, or when you like go like a couple feet away and you're like, oh, this is a three-pointer, but it's really not. That's how like Rodney just makes it look that easy. Aiden Kelly for three. That's good.
His first bucket of the game.
First bucket of the game for Aiden Kelly as he had 2 fouls in the first quarter, so he
Rod just matched that three.
Now 9 points for Rodney Gallagher.
Yep,
he scored the last 7 actually for TJ, going back to the 20-second mark, or 20 seconds to go in that first quarter. Not a lot of turnovers or mistakes. It just seems like both teams are trying to get something going offensively. Neither team has been able to kind of get on a large run here so far. Jaden Pratt takes one, and he hits it.
That's a 2.
Deep jumper for Pratt, his first of the game. And we were impressed by Jaden Pratt and his performance against McKeesport earlier in the season. Played really well in that home bout.
He's a big boy, too. He's a junior.
Kelly inside, no good. Pratt with the rebound. Turnover there into the hands of Preston Zandier. Pugh for 3, no good.
And they're running.
Davis, shot no good. Zandier the rebound, and a foul called, looks like on Keandre DeShields. I think TJ's trying to force too much a little bit on the offensive end. TJ trying to take deep threes and things like that. Maybe you want to try to develop something more of an inside game here early on.
Well, I like the three-point shot in high school basketball.
Pugh, another 3. That one's good. What do I know? Keep shooting them, Jags.
You start hitting a couple threes, it really opens stuff up inside, too. So what are these guys playing, a 1-2-2?
Jake Pugh, his second 3 of the game. There's DeShields in close. He converts.
And TJ obviously has the shooters.
DeShields now up to 10 points. There's a 3, no good.
Nice save. Good hustle.
Preston Zandier with a nice save there, and that's...
He's standing out of bounds. No, they're calling a foul.
Called a foul, looks like on
Dunsey.
Ethan Dunsey, his second of the game.
That's 1-on-1. Well, no, it's not.
Jake Mayer now in for Dunsey takes a seat with 2 fouls.
I didn't see that, did you?
I did not. I was looking at Pugh taking another 3, and looked like it was under the net. They called that off the ball. Looking to extend on this lead. Floater there by Gallagher, no good. Zandier with the rebound. Zandier on that last possession, and there's a nice bucket by Mayer. Great pass there by the quarterback, Jake Pugh. Jumper by Pratt, nothing but net.
It's a good-looking jumper from the foul line for the big boy.
Pratt now 4 points over the last 2 minutes for Laurel Highlands to have a 29-25 lead. Jake Mayer in the early going for TJ with a nice 6 points off the bench. And, Jake Pugh, 2 threes. He also has 6 points. He's TJ's leading scorer with 11.5 points per game, also averaging 6 rebounds and 5 assists per game for Pugh. Berger to the corner to Aiden Kelly. Kelly for 3, no good. Nice hustle play there. 2 TJ defenders went down. Now LH, a little bit of an advantage down on the offensive end. And there is a 3 by Terrence Thomas Brown. 32-25 in favor of Laurel Highlands. A bucket there.
I didn't see it.
Drew the foul at least. Did not get the bucket. Or he did get the bucket. I'm not crazy.
Okay.
32-27 now after the bucket by Mayer. Can't complete the 3-point play. Gotta hit those foul shots. As Sean McSwiggan prepares to re-enter for TJ. Laurel Highlands looking to expand on this 5-point lead, 32-27 with just under 3.5 to go. Thomas Brown, another 3 from the corner, good.
Biggest lead of the game so far.
35-27 in favor of LH. There's a bucket inside by Aiden Kelly. 35-29 now. Six points now for Terrence Thomas Brown as he scored the last 6 for LH on a pair of 3s. Gallagher for 2, no good. It looked like there was contact made on that one, but no call. Pugh,
there's that trap.
The commands on offense. Zandier back to Pugh. Pugh able to get it to the corner. Aiden Kelly inside the 3-point line, no good. Mayer not able to get the rebound. And now LH the other way. Gallagher is fouled by Zandier.
Hard foul.
.2:14 to go, and the foul called on Preston Zandier. And Rodney Gallagher will go to the line.
They're calling that an intentional. It was a hard foul, I could say that. So we're going to get 2 shots and the ball. I think it's because he hit him in the head.
Yeah, he did make contact with the head area. Gallagher was down for a period of time.
He's a tough kid, though. He'll shake it off.
Gallagher hits the second. Now 10 points for Rodney Gallagher, matching the 10 points scored by Keandre DeShields so far here in the first half. And LH will retain possession after the intentional foul, but they can't keep it for long as Evan Berger gets the steal and he gets called for a foul.
That foul's on Gallagher.
He draws the foul, I should say, and Gallagher gets his first foul of the night, and Berger will go to the line to shoot 2. Well, actually, he will know. He will not. Was not a shooting foul.
No. Ronnie ran up behind him, tried getting the ball from behind. Got a piece of his arm.
Too busy trying to write in my notebook. Pugh inbounds to Kelly. Now Kelly looks for an open teammate. Mustangs trying to apply pressure here, but
terrible pass.
Berger tried to get it inside, but it's intercepted, and now a travel called on LH.
Coach DeSicchio, he's rotating a lot of guys tonight.
Using his talent, he's got about, say maybe he's 8 or 9 deep.
For sure. Of talent.
Yeah, talented kids who can make an impact in one way or another, whether it's on the defensive end, the offensive end, or both.
I'll tell you what, there was a couple kids that made contributions in Summer League that haven't seen the floor yet for TJ.
Corner three by Pugh goes off the hands of DeShields, out of bounds, so it will stay TJ ball. 36-29, Laurel Highlands with just under a minute and a half to go. Inbound to Dunsey. Dunsey inside, no good. He gets his own rebound. He can't convert on that one either. Goes off the hands of McSwiggan, out of bounds, and it's LH ball once again.
He has to put that down.
2 chances there for Dunsey, and he's unable to convert. And now Laurel Highlands can kind of maybe milk some clock here and expand on their lead.
With a bucket, they'll have their biggest lead of the game.
Gallagher fakes the three, gets it over to Shields. Gallagher will take this three, and that one is off the mark. Dunsey with the rebound. Now here's TJ the other way as we enter the final minute of the first half. Jaguars trail 36-29. Jake Pugh directing the offense. Laurel Highlands doesn't make it easy on you defensively. There's a jumper from Dunsey just inside the three-point line.
Nice little shot by Ethan.
36-31.
I'm a little shocked that LH drops back into his zone.
Laurel Highlands was doing a really good job of the pressure, the pressure defense.
Right.
In that first quarter, kind of abandoned it a little bit in the second, and now they're going to wait for this final shot. Ball in the hands of Rodney Gallagher. Nice defense by Pugh. Gallagher for two, no good. Rebounded by Dunsey, and TJ will hold off LH in the final 2 minutes and 14 seconds. They held him off the scoreboard during that span, but unfortunately for TJ, they were only able to generate 2 points in that same time span, and they trail 36-31 at halftime. Looking at the halftime stats, Ronnie Gallagher, 10 points for Laurel Highlands. Keandre DeShields with 10 as well. Jake Mayer leading the Jaguars with 8 points coming off the bench. Ethan Dunsey with 6. You got Jake Pugh with 6 as well. Aiden Kelly in that second quarter had 5 points, even though he sat for most of that first quarter with foul trouble. Ian Hansen with 4. So a little bit of some balance there for TJ, but what was kind of the difference here in this first half that allowed LH to be able to cling on to a 5-point lead in the halftime?
Well, LH is able to get out and run and knock down the easy shots. Plus, they went to the foul line a lot more than TJ did. I mean,
TJ, I think, only went three times.
They went 3 times, and we have 4, 5, 7, 9, 10, 12 shots for Laurel Highlands from the free throw line. But you could see the size made a little bit of a difference for TJ, as you could see Jordan Meyer and Ethan Dunsey, the 2 leading scorers, the 2 big boys for TJ. And what you would expect out of Laurel Highlands, you have your 2 sophomore sensations in Gallagher and DeShields, and then they're actually joined by Brandon Davis, a 3rd sophomore. He has 6 points as well.
Mm-hmm.
Terrence Thomas Brown, he has a couple threes in that second quarter.
Yep.
So yeah, they're both playing well. This is a tight game, 5-point game at halftime. and it looks pretty good.
Yeah, and last game that I covered of LH's was at McKee-Sport. You and I were on the call for that one. And Keandre DeShields was in foul trouble in the first quarter. I think he had 3 fouls, at least in the first half, and didn't even start the second half because of the foul trouble, and made an impact late in the game, but didn't really get into the zone offensively.
I don't think he played in the second or the third quarter of that game.
Yeah, I don't think he did. Fourth quarter, he definitely came back in, but wasn't able to kind of be a factor, for that LH offense. And you think about it, if he doesn't get into foul trouble there, that might be a different game there in McKee-Sport.
He has 2 fouls for them in the first half here, too. So that's the only guy with 2 fouls.
And we will take a second here to thank some of our other sponsors, starting with Camel Coffee Company. Are you looking for a solid start to your daily routine? Look no further than the newly opened Camel Coffee Company in Washington Township, Bell Vernon. Camel Coffee Company is open daily from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., featuring Intelligentsia coffee and other custom-made and community-brewed coffee. You can also add a pastry and sandwiches to your daily routine as well. Camel Coffee Company offers free Wi-Fi and is locally owned and operated, so go check them out along Route 201 directly across from the Washington Township Fire Department. Michael Williamson Farmers Insurance Agency. If you have recently bought a home or refinanced your current home, have you considered changing your homeowner's insurance? The Michael Williamson Farmers Insurance Agency offers great rates and excellent customer service. Give them a call at 724-292-8066 or visit the office at 214 West Main Street in Monongahela.
Yeah, Michael Williamson's daughter plays for Trinity, who played against TJ last
Eden
night.
Williamson, yes. She's also a champion in the Summer Basketball League,
Yes,
a member of Breer Rathway's AMD Industries. So
yes, she is.
we appreciate Michael Williamson and Farmers Insurance Agency. Hey, Naz, have you, when you're in the mood for a sandwich, a king sandwich, where do you go?
That sounds like Foster House 2 in Bell Vernon.
That does sound like Foster House 2 in Bell Vernon. Let me tell you more about it. Foster House 2 is now open for dine-in and carry-out. Don't miss one of the famous king sandwiches from Foster House, which now has pizza by the slice and pizza burgers available all day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Watch all the Penguins games on the big screen TVs with a feature of 22-ounce Coors Light drafts for $2.50 during the games. The kitchen's open until 11:30 p.m., so don't miss some of the best food in the Valley at Foster House 2 in Washington Township, Bell Vernon.
Certainly the best Pittsburgh-style sandwich. I'll put them up against any other kind of Pittsburgh-style sandwich that there is.
Absolutely, and we want to thank Frontier Heating and Cooling Services as well. Do you need something done around your house, especially when it comes to your HVAC system? Look no further than the Working Man. Give Chuck Merlack a call for your HVAC and plumbing needs. But that's not all the Working Man does. Electrical, framing, drywall, excavation, water, and fire restoration. You name it, and he can likely do it. An authorized Lexon carrier dealer, the Working Man also offers apprenticeship programs and can provide excavating, help you with insurance claims, and now features whole house air cleaners to help kill viruses. Call the Working Man at 724-557-2028 for all of your HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and building needs.
I see that hasn't been corrected yet. He's a Lennox dealer.
Oh, okay. What did I say?
Lexon.
Oh, it has
typo.
2 X's.
I know.
Yeah.
It's not, though.
Lennox.
Lennox. It's Lennox.
Thanks, Salu.
But that's okay. Olivia was doing that the other night. So Mr. Merlack, I talked to him. He was in the parking lot on Wednesday night. He was really missing our broadcast at the Monessen game.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that we wasn't able to cover that game on Wednesday. But I believe he mentioned that today may be his birthday.
Really?
So let's send out a happy birthday to Chuck Merlack.
Happy birthday to Chuck Merlack. We appreciate your support.
Anything else? Podcast? What do you think? We're doing a podcast Sunday, right?
We are doing a podcast. I'm glad you mentioned that because, we want to talk about the Valley Sports Guys podcast, which we're entering episode number 17 of the Valley Sports Guys podcast. And not only does Team MVI bring you the absolute best sports coverage each day, but we've now gone down that rabbit hole of podcasting. Join myself, sports editor Jeremy Slew, and our cast of characters as we discuss this week's sports news, sometimes with a special guest. Join the crew this Sunday as we return to record the podcast at Perked Up Cafe in Charleroi, just in time for the release to the masses at 1 p.m.
Hey, what about Casey's Corner? What's he featuring?
MVI court kicks.
Oh, I haven't really paid attention here tonight.
I'm sure. We got Benny Banford over here. He's probably taking some court kick picks. There's some fresh kicks out on this court.
That's become a big hit.
It has. So we will maybe take a little bit of a break, 3-minute break before the start of the second half. Again, Laurel Highlands leading 36-31. We will take a moment here to kind of gather ourselves, regroup, and we will be back here shortly. Jeremy texted me and said, "Where's your audio?"
I know, he texted me the same thing, but it was on. She's monitoring the audio.
Yeah.
I heard it. You need me to do a check again?
I think because they just said, "Where's your audio?" and I don't know. Like I thought it was work. Was it working the entire time? You heard it?
I heard it, yeah. Like, it's coming through my headphones when I'm on the YouTube channel.
I don't know what these guys are doing. They're driving me insane.
Maybe there was a period where we didn't talk.
No, I mean, every time I put it in, or like refresh the page, I would still hear you.
Okay. Is there any way you could just leave it in there? And listen
Leave it
to
on?
it?
Yeah. Yep. That's what I'll do right now.
You're not going to hear us right now because we're off.
No, I know. I'm just saying that I'll leave it in.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no, not a problem. We know what it's like. We have our own. How you doing, Ben? Getting any good sneaker shots today? That's what you could probably do right now if you want.
Okay.
Find some sneakers out there and just focus on them.
I know we're all over. Those teams are pretty much team shoes,
Yeah, it looks pretty bad, huh?
which stinks. Yeah, they don't let. If our boys were able to wear, it'd be cooler.
I guess we don't have to worry about that. You're right.
I'm sure Rod has a pretty good collection.
He has too many. But he got a new pair for AAU this summer, and they're like a pinkish color. They're pretty cool.
I think we saw him have some good pairs during the summer league.
Yeah, during the summer league.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like TJ is the same way.
Yep. That's what I was just looking at.
They're just different. Some of them are different colors.
Yep.
Let's go.
Ready? And we're back as we close in here on the halftime break.
Yep, that was nice. Got a little drink of water. Got a couple texts out. Yancey Taylor's texting with me tonight. He's watching
Yeah?
the game. Yeah. Little
Haven't
shout
checked the chat. We could have been busy here trying to make sure everything's working. Hopefully everybody can hear us well. I'm kind of controlling the soundboard here tonight, and
Jose, producer.
hopefully I'm not messing it up. I hope you can all hear us well here at Laurel Highlands High School as we prepare for the start of the second half.
You know, one thing that I saw, TJ really calmed down after the first quarter. They didn't commit a lot of fouls in that second quarter. All right, ball's in.
LH ball here to open the second half as it's in the hands of Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher pump fake into the corner to Thomas Brown, no good, and now Thomas Jefferson will take it the other way, and there's a turnover right out of the gates by the Jaguars. Gallagher for two.
Yeah, Ethan was no match for Rodney there.
38-31 in favor of LH. Inside, no good. Now TJ goes, now LH goes the other way, I'm sorry. To Shields for two. Floater is good. Keandre to Shields and Rodney Gallagher both with 12 points in this one. So it's 40-31 in favor of Laurel Highlands. Aiden Kelly now to the hole, and a foul called. Looks like it's going to be on Nick Egnott.
That's his second.
Jake Pugh, deep three, good.
That's a nice looking shot there, huh?
Pugh is third three of the game. Right when TJ needed it. 9 points now for Pugh. TJ's leading scorer at 11.5 points per game. Now the Mustangs look to respond.
They're just content throwing around the three-point line.
You got to be aware of it because they could shoot the three to Shields from long distance.
Right on cue for you. That was the deep three as well.
15 points now for Keandre to Shields. Less than 6 minutes to go now here in the third quarter. Pugh to the corner to Dunsey. Dunsey goes inside. No good. Off the hands of Dunsey, into the hands of Gallagher. He pushes it up to Brandon Davis, and Davis able to convert. (45-34) LH as they have started this on a 9-3 run.
Nice job by Ethan Dunsey.
Dunsey with a bucket inside and a timeout called by Thomas Jefferson.
Well, if Thomas Jefferson works it inside, I think that they could get some buckets easy down there. If they let LH run like they've been running, it could turn into a massacre.
Yeah, this LH team very good in transition. They have so many athletes that it doesn't matter who you're throwing it down court to. You know, they're going to be a threat to turn a turnover or a defensive rebound into points.
Easy points.
Almost every single time.
Right. They just had their first double-digit lead of the game before Dunsey picked up that bucket.
45-36 Laurel Highlands with 5:25 to go.
You got Berger and Mayer back in the game for the Thomas Jefferson.
Now LH looking to extend this lead. Gallagher out to Davis. Corner to Thomas Brown. He throws it right to Pugh. Now TJ the other way. Hansen back to Evan Berger. Berger for three. Good. First points of the game, I believe, for Evan Berger.
And they cut that lead down to 6 quick.
Well, they did that when Pugh hit that three a little bit earlier, and we saw what LH did. So TJ has to remain vigilant on the defensive end of the floor. As Gallagher takes a three, that's offline, goes off the hands of Pugh and into the hands of Evan Berger for the defensive rebound. And now TJ goes the other way. Berger guarded heavily by Terrence Thomas Brown. He gets it into the hands of Pugh. Now Pugh get inside to Jake Mayer. Mayer trying to make something happen. He loses the ball for a moment. Hansen, a jumper, no good. No one under the hoop for TJ to rebound that one as Egnott gets pretty easy defensive board, and now LH goes the other way, but a nice job there by Jake Mayer to get it away from Thomas Brown and kind of allow TJ to regroup here on defense. 45-39 LH advantage. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Davis goes the hole and he's able to convert.
So the three sophomores have all the points in the third quarter for Laurel Highlands.
Davis now with 10 points of his own. He's now one of 3 in double figures, joining DeShields and Gallagher. Mayer out to Dunsey. Dunsey from the corner goes in and out. Egnaw with the defensive board, and now here come the Mustangs once again down court quickly.
Good play by Dunsey.
DeShields loses it, and now it goes back to TJ.
Nice shot by Berger.
Jumper by Berger is good, and it's a 6-point game. Berger has scored the last 5 points for the Jaguars as they cut that lead back to 6. And a Laurel Highlands timeout? Yeah.
Yes.
With just over 3 minutes to go.
I'll tell you what, I'd like that last play, even though Mayer kicked it out to Dunsey. He had the ball underneath. He could do a lot of things just by working it down there like that.
Dunsey averaging 8.4 points per game and 8 rebounds per game this season, so close to a double-double. Not quite there, but this TJ team as a team shooting just under 41% from the field, averaging 61 points per game, and only allowing under 44 points per game. So the fact that the Mustangs are already at 47. Jaden Pratt hits a jumper.
That's his second turnaround jumper from the foul line, exactly the same, and I don't think either one of them hit the rim. It's a nice looking shot.
49-41 Laurel Highlands. Mayer out to Dunsey to Berger. Berger for 3, no good. Into the hands of Brandon Davis, and now here come the Mustangs in transition once again. Davis for 2, no good. Egnaw a strong rebound with Berger and Mayer surrounding him. Shot by Pratt, no good, off the hands of a Laurel Highlands player, and we'll go back to the Jaguars. Now TJ looking to make something happen. Ethan Dunsey inside, gets it over to Jordan Mayer.
Oh, no.
And Dunsey throws it right to Brandon Davis. He goes in transition, and he's unable to convert, but Gallagher gets a rebound. He draws a foul.
I think that was a foul on Davis on that drive, to be honest with you. He pushed off to get to the hole. The refs missed that.
Gallagher misses the first. He makes the second, so now 13 points on the night for Gallagher. As LH hits the 50-point mark, they take a 50-41 lead with under 2 minutes to go.
There you go.
Dunsey inside of Jordan Mayer. Mayer denied there by DeShields. To the corner to Hansen. Berger for 3, good.
Parker's having a big quarter so far.
He is. All 8 of his points have come here in the third quarter as TJ makes it a 6-point game again, and then a turnover by LH. Now Pugh for 3, no good. Pratt with the rebound, and now the other way. Gallagher tried to draw a foul. Can't do it, and it's going to go off of Gallagher and goes to TJ.
Berger's impressing me again tonight.
He has been exceptional here for TJ here in this third quarter. He has scored their last 8 points.
I'd like to see them give him the ball again.
2 threes.
And they did.
Berger for 3 again.
And
good.
He does.
3 3-pointers here in the third quarter for Evan Berger, 11 points. And it is a 3-point game at 50-47, under a minute to go here in the quarter.
Nice.
Nice pass by DeShields. Davis
With the old-fashioned.
gets the bucket and draws the foul.
That's on Ian Hansen, his second. Okay, what do we have? We have Davis shooting.
Davis completes the three-point play. 13 points for him tonight as the lead's back to 6. It seems like TJ has been able to get it back to 6 a lot.
Right.
And they finally were able to get it down to 3. Now Pugh will hold for the last shot. And you got to think that if TJ is able to maybe get this down to 1 possession with a 3, and of course Evan Berger has been the hot hand with 3 3-pointers in this quarter, you got to think that they want to try to do it. But Pugh throws it to Pratt, and Pratt's able to convert on the other end. Timeout, and that is the end of the third quarter, I'm sorry. As TJ unable to get anything going there, but TJ gets it down to a 50-47 deficit, but a big 3-point play by Brandon Davis, and then Jaden Pratt a steal and a bucket. Back up to 8.
That was a huge quarter by Evan Berger. He had 11 points, 3 3-pointers.
He scored the last 11 points of the quarter for TJ, and you got to think they want to try to get it into his hands, but got to think you want to try to get some of these other guys involved and maybe get that inside game going, with guys like Ethan Duncey and Jordan Mayer, and just get a flow going inside.
Well, I'll tell you what, it looks like a tale of two teams here, where TJ, if they could play a slow, methodical half-court game, they might be able to prevail here. If Laurel Highlands is able to get out and run, get easy layups, maybe some and ones.
And TJ going to have to avoid the turnovers, going to have to rebound. I mean, that's a thing. I think Laurel Highlands has done a really good job on the boards, has done a really good job of forcing TJ into some mistakes, and they've turned that into quick, fast break points.
Yes.
As TJ will start with the ball here in the fourth quarter. Berger inbounds to Pugh. TJ looking to rally here in the fourth quarter, down by 8. Good defense there by Brandon Davis on Evan Berger. He tries to get it into the hands of Jake Pugh. Can't do it. Gets into the hands of Ethan Duncey instead. And now TJ kind of bunched up a little bit there with Duncey, Berger, and Pugh. Pugh for 3, no good. And a rebound by DeShields. Again, TJ has to be stronger there on the offensive boards. Pratt a jumper, no good. Duncey the rebound. DeShields tried to pull it out of his hands. A nice job by Jaden Pratt to try to get back and get it from Pugh, and Pratt's going to be called with the foul.
That was good, strong hands Ethan Duncey showed there. A little different this half, only 2 fouls for each team. Already in the fourth quarter, 7 minutes left.
It seems like teams are being careful with the fouls, not to be too aggressive. Berger, fadeaway jumper, no good. Egg not the easy rebound, and it goes the other way. Gallagher to Pratt.
Too easy. That was a 4-on-1. That's what I'm saying. Laurel Highlands, they could just get out and run.
And Jaden Pratt now with 10 points, 4 in double figures for Laurel Highlands. Inside to McSwiggan, and McSwiggan's able to convert.
That's his first bucket of the day.
(57-49) LH. As we get closer to 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, and that's going to be a foul on Sean McSwiggan. McSwiggan's first of the night. And Ethan Duncey checks out, and here comes Preston Zandier back into the game.
They're going to attack the basket again, I'd say.
You think if you're LH, do you just try to slow things down? An 8-point lead, you're in the final quarter. Egnot inside, easy bucket.
There's your answer.
Back up to 10, 59-49.
I like LH going back to a man-to-man as well. The illegal pick here.
Be on Preston Zandier. His second foul of the night. We mentioned Laurel Highlands has been battle tested this season so far. I mean, playing against teams like McKeesport, Bell Vernon, and Chartiers Valley, you might not win all those games, but you're going to learn a lot about your team.
Nice pass.
The Shields, a nice play there by Zandier on defense, and it goes the other way. Pugh to the corner to Kelly. Kelly loses the ball, and now the Shields gets it up to Gallagher, and Gallagher is able to convert on the other end.
They're playing a nice tough man-to-man here in the fourth quarter.
15 points for Keandre Shields and Rodney Gallagher.
You would expect that.
Yeah.
Another steal.
Another steal there.
Oh, he didn't need to do that. Could have gave it to Gallagher for an easy layup.
61-49 LH with under 5 minutes to go.
I have noticed the guys like to give alley-oops if they can, though. Huh?
Yeah, we've seen a couple of those in a high school game.
That was a 3-on-1, though, and you had Gallagher who would have made it easy, too.
We saw that a lot from Devin Whitlock and Mitch Polott
Right.
from Bell Vernon last year, as there's another turnover for Thomas Jefferson.
Just keep attacking if I'm Laurel Highlands. Attack the basket. They're into a 1-2-2 here, which is going to leave the middle wide open.
LH looking to extend their lead here. Davis kicks it out to Gallagher. Gallagher for three, no good. Egnot there for the offensive board. Gets it back into the hands of Rod. You got to think that TJ wants to press a lot here and try to create something on the defensive end, and Gallagher draws the foul and hits the jumper.
That's a three-pointer and a foul.
They're calling it a 2.
Really?
Yeah, they're calling it a 2. So a deep jumper there by Gallagher. 17 points now for Rod.
Who'd they give that foul to?
I believe they gave it to Jake Pugh. At 32, they're going to give it to
12.
Sean McSwiggan.
Oh, Sean McSwiggan.
Gallagher hits to complete the three-point play. It is 64-49 Thomas Jefferson, and LH has really dominated here in this fourth quarter. A 9-2 advantage over Thomas Jefferson. Pugh for three is good.
He has 1 3 in each quarter.
Jake Pugh with 12 points tonight.
Okay.
3:49 on the clock, and TJ calls a timeout, trailing 64-52, I believe. It still says 49.
There you go.
But what's your kind of takeaway here from this fourth quarter? I mean, LH has kind of been able to just generate offense and get in transition like they've been doing all night. I mean, the story hasn't really changed.
No, that's my takeaway exactly. I mean, they cause turnovers. They get layups. You have 3-on-1s, 4-on-1s, 4-on-2s. It's easy to score buckets.
Yeah, transition game of the Mustangs has been the biggest story here tonight. They've just been able to get those defensive boards, force those rebounds, and use their speed and their quickness to get down court. And
they're changing the foul again back to number 2.
okay, so they're going to.
I don't know who it's on.
They were talking about the Gallagher's basket, whether it was a 3 or a 2.
Yeah, they called it a 2, but I thought it was a 3. So that was a 2 and 1.
2
for
and
a
1.
3-point play.
And then Pugh hits the 3, so all good here now as LH regains possession.
First time we saw a full court press from TJ.
64-52, less than 4 minutes to go. TJ gonna try to create something on defense, create some turnovers, and they don't have a lot of time to get back into this one. Gallagher, a floater, no good. It goes off the hands of Dunsey, but goes right to Jake Pugh. Pugh quickly up to Hansen, and Hansen's gonna be able to convert.
That was one of the few times I could say I did not like that shot by Rodney Gallagher. That's a charge.
A little bit of life here for Thomas Jefferson. As LH calls the timeout here. 3:19 on the clock, and a 3 by Jake Pugh and a jumper inside by Ian Hansen, and Thomas Jefferson has trimmed their deficit back down to 10.
With a chance to cut it a little bit more here.
Hansen's been a little quiet tonight, only 6 points here for him in this one. Take some time to tell you a little bit about the Mon Valley Independent. Are you looking for the best local news and sports coverage? Look no further than the Mon Valley Independent. The newspaper is currently offering a great deal of 60 days free for our electronic edition, which easily gets you through the winter sports season. Visit monvalleyindependent.com today or call 724-314-0030 to register for your free e-edition and follow your favorite local sports teams and get the best local news and sports coverage.
Yep, I'll be reading all the stories tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I will have coverage of this one featuring some photos from Ben Bamford. And I know Jeremy had a good game in California, Frazier versus the Trojans, and that's going to be
That's his 4th foul.
a foul on Keandre DeShields, his 4th of the night.
Not a smart foul either.
Up by 10.
Didn't need to.
Pugh inbounds the Hansen, back into the hands of Jake Pugh. Pugh gets into the hands of Hansen. Hansen for 3. A little bit short, goes right into the hands of Gallagher, and now here come the Mustangs again in transition, and DeShields converts.
Dunsey got a nice rebound, then he got fouled. I think that's going to go on Ignat.
Keandre DeShields now up to 17 points on the night. Nick Agnott picks up his 3rd foul of the game. 2:44 on the clock. Laurel Highlands a 66-54 lead. Pugh in the corner, he'll take a 3, no good. Rebounded by Jordan Mayer, and he's able to draw the foul.
It's on Pratt. Okay, all of a sudden we have 6-5 in the free throw situation. They're going to have a free throw shooting contest in the 4th quarter here.
First one no good for Jordan Mayer. 8 points in the first half for Mayer, but he's kind of been a little absent, a little quiet here in the second half as Preston Zandier will come in for Ethan Dunsey. And TJ scoring a little bit more here in the 4th quarter than they did in the 3rd, but when you struggle a little bit, when you struggle like they have on the defensive end to kind of contain this Laurel Highlands offense, kind of goes all for naught. As Mayer hits the second to make an 11-point game at 66-55, 2.5 minutes to go. TJ amping up the pressure. Brandon Davis able to hit the floater. And LH's quickness and their ability to pass has been evident. 15 points now for Brandon Davis, and now TJ the other way. Preston Zandier, the bucket inside.
I didn't like LH going into a zone there.
Gallagher gets into the hands of DeShields. TJ, that full court pressure. Timeout called by LH.
Yes, I think they should stay in man, keep pressuring, and see what TJ could do with that. I mean, they have an 11-point lead.
Right now you can afford to give TJ a couple buckets with 1 minute and 47 seconds. I mean,
right. Chances are you're going to turn them over.
Right. You don't want to foul. That's the big thing here. I mean, Keandre DeShields has 4, Nick Egnott with 3. I mean, those guys are probably the only 2 that are really in foul trouble, but you don't want to keep racking up the fouls and, have an instance where you have to have some of your best players come off the court and, TJ rallies back somehow.
Yeah, I would try to hide DeShields the best I could and stay in the man-to-man. Let the guards pressure as much as they can. I mean, they have a lot of athleticism on LH's team, so they could afford to scramble a little bit.
LH has gone about 6 or 7 deep, I'd say, here tonight. Maybe 8?
No, it's 7.
7. They have guys who can contribute in big ways. Horn sounds.
After the play started.
LH with possession, leading 68-57 with 1:47 on the clock. Full court pressure again by TJ. DeShields gets it across midcourt to Gallagher. He gets it to Pratt for an easy 2.
Okay, minute 35 up 13.
70-57. Pratt with a kind of a quiet 12 points.
There goes Berger.
There's a free by Berger with 1:23 to go and a timeout called by TJ.
That kid could shoot the ball.
Berger with 4 threes. In this one, he has 14 points. He does lead the way right now for Thomas Jefferson. All 14 points have come here in the second half.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I'm Laurel Highlands and I'm concentrating on one person, it's going to be him.
Yes, absolutely, because we saw in that third quarter, he alone was able to trim Thomas Jefferson's lead
down to 3.
Down to 3 at one point, and then, of course, LH was able to get on that little bit of a run. I believe a 3-point play by Davis, and now looking back at my notes, 3-point play by Davis and a steal and a layup by Pratt there in the final 40 seconds of that quarter. So that's really been the big difference for LH. Really was obviously that point, but the way that they've been able to get out in transition and use their athleticism and their speed. That's why they're up by 10 points at 70-60 with a minute and 23 seconds to go in this one.
Wonder why Ethan Duncey's sitting.
This would be Thomas Jefferson's second section loss. As again, LH able to get it down court quickly, but Davis brings it out. Gets it across to Gallagher, gets it into Egnott. LH doing a great job of still being able to complete these passes under pressure.
They're still not in one-on-one. Next foul, one-on-one. Here comes Ethan Duncey now.
TJ, their last loss came on January 8th at Albert Gallatin, a 55-50 loss to Nate English and the Colonials.
I think Coach DeSicchio is listening to the broadcast.
Foul called on Pugh.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that one. But it is one-on-one.
We look at, we mentioned the TJ lost by 5 to AG. This Laurel Highlands team beat Albert Gallatin 86-69 on January 12th.
I was here for that game.
So,
we got one-on-one, right?
Brandon Davis at the line. Hits the first. Short on the second. 71-60 LH. TJ needs to get some quick points here. 16 points for Brandon Davis on the night.
Yeah, they need to put the ball up for sure.
Hansen unable to convert inside. Jaden Pratt with a defensive board, and now LH the other way, and Gallagher will just hold on to it. He gets fouled by Aiden Kelly. 4 players in double figures for Laurel Highlands, led by Ronnie Gallagher's 19 points, 17 for Keandre DeShields, 16 for Brandon Davis, and 12 for Jaden Pratt off the bench. Gallagher with an opportunity to expand on his game-high point total. So he hits the first from the line. Gallagher now at 20 points. First, the second one skips in, and it's 21-point night for Ronnie Gallagher, and LH calls another timeout, leading 73-60 with 47.6 seconds on the clock.
Who called that timeout?
Laurel Highlands called that timeout.
Wonder if they're going to set back in the zone now. I wouldn't. I think there's too many good three-point shooters on TJ's team to do something like that.
Yeah, it seems like TJ's been, when they have been able to generate a lot of offense, it's been from beyond the arc. I mean, we know Evan Berger has 4 3-pointers tonight. Jake Pugh's hit, I believe, 3.
4.
4 for Jake Pugh as well. So
You got Kelly with the 3. Yeah.
"26 of you viewing our live stream here from Laurel Highlands. We appreciate, well, actually, no, sorry, 70. Apparently wasn't update. I was trying to update it. It said 26, and then it went to 70. So thank you to the 40 plus that just joined us.
I like this move by LA.
Thank you to the 70 who have tuned in. Berger for a deep 3, good. Gallagher, a gritty defensive rebound there. He gets fouled by Berger. Gallagher will go to the line once again.
Still one-on-one.
TJ just has not been able to convert on the offensive end. Only scored 5 points over the last minute and a half. Gallagher misses, and now TJ the other way. 3 for Pugh, no good. Berger
It's white ball.
tried to get the offensive board, but Gallagher got his hands on it as well. Called it a jump ball, and it goes in favor.
I think it's over
Possession
now.
arrow in favor of LH, and the
I think-
Mustangs will just hold on to it. And it looks like they will come away with a 73-60 victory on their home court. A Section 1 5A showdown. We knew that these two teams were going to be two of the better teams in this section coming into the season, and the scoreboard I don't think indicates how talented these two groups are.
No, I think it's going to be a great game when they get to TJ. TJ just has to make a couple of adjustments, and they could get back in this.
Absolutely. Laurel Highlands,
Unfortunately, they're 0-2 in section right now.
yes, 2 losses in section play. They are 1-2 in section. 1-2 in section, 9-2 overall. Thomas Jefferson came into this game having won 8 straight. Laurel Highlands improves to 4-3 and 3-0 in section play. And we look at the schedules of who they got next. TJ has AG once again on Tuesday, a 7:30 p.m. tip-off at Thomas Jefferson. So the Jaguars return home, while Laurel Highlands travels to Ringgold.
That should be a classic.
Ringgold Rams will host the Mustangs tomorrow at 2 p.m., a section matchup. So I know the Rams have gotten out to a winless start. I know it's been crazy in Ringgold with COVID and being shut down for a while, and the 3-week shutdown kind of put them behind the 8 ball even more. So we'll see what the Rams can bring to the Mustangs tomorrow afternoon. But thank you all for joining us. I believe at the end of this stream we had about 60 to 70 people watching. So thank you for tuning in to Game 2 of the doubleheader here on MVI Live. For Naz Victoria, I'm Mon Valley Independent Assistant Sports Editor Jose Negron. Have a good night, everyone.
All righty.